Okay, so let me tell y'all what my problem is. My problem is this man just got up here and told a bald-faced motherfucking lie and told us that even if he did review that footage, but he lied and said that the mom reviewed it and she didn't. So we would need to know what was his point of going on there telling that lie, trying to confirm that real quick to shut motherfuckers up or try to keep people cool or try to keep people calm. But what y'all need to think about, what I just thought about to myself is, everybody keep talking about this. I'm just gonna put everybody in the line of fire. Like, I'm about to try to find a way to put everybody as a fucking suspect, because apparently they not trying to make nobody a fucking suspect. Everybody's at home fucking chilling. Nobody's in fucking custody, and the business is still going on, and they study motherfucking rent rooms out the fucking Crown Plaza. Like, fucking don't give a fuck at all. So let's say what if she did wander into the freezer? And the weird-ass security guard had his bitch ass sitting there at his security desk the whole time, watching that baby getting lost, watching her struggling to find her way back, watching her. And then noticed that she went in there and didn't come back and stopped the fucking cameras and went in there right behind her. And that's why we don't have no footage of nobody else going in there or anything like that. You feel me? Because this freezer was supposedly in a unactive area, so the freezer shouldn't have been on. So if she walked into that place, and as they say, it was so dark in there and the doors might have closed behind her and she probably panicked and couldn't find her way back out or anything. Okay, if that was the case, now she probably walked into the freezer and it wasn't on. So why when y'all went in there and found her, the only thing that should have happened to her inside of a freezer that wasn't turned on is one or two things. She either gonna still be alive and she's either gonna be dehydrated or at her passing point, or she's gonna be alive trying to get up out of there, period. Because, you know, when y'all found her, it was the day later. You know, ain't too much can happen to a person inside of a warm room after. You know, like if she just walked in there. So this is an unoccupied area, but at the same fucking time, these doors supposedly closed on her. But he's saying that it's not a sliding door, y'all. So that's what we trying to figure out. Because, you know, them deep coolers, they do come with steel doors. And they be sliders or they be openers. So he's saying that the way he's describing this freezer, apparently, the way he's describing the freezer, it's a steel door freezer. So basically it's a swing one. It's a swing one. And he's saying once you take a half a foot into that first door, it's another door. I don't understand that, but I guess. So even, like I said, even if the door slammed behind her, why isn't that girl still alive? And then y'all have a inconclusive motherfucking autopsy. Now, if this was such an accident, that autopsy don't got no business coming back inconclusive. Am I right or am I wrong? Because if she just so much have walked in there and got locked in there and just died in there like they're trying to make it seem, then that baby autopsy should have came back of one or a few things. Either suffocation, because either the freezer was off and she suffocated, or dehydration because it was hot and it was a closed in sealed place, or the freezer was on and she froze to death. Like, there's only a few ways to do that. But you know why they can't tell us she froze to death? You know why the autopsy can't come back and say she froze to death? Because she didn't freeze to death. You know why they can't say that she suffocated or some shit like that? Because she didn't suffocate. Because I feel like somebody watched that little girl struggle on finding her way back to wherever she was trying to go. And since the security guard just knew so much of what the fuck was going on there, who's to say that this man wasn't sitting at his security desk monitoring them cameras and watching this little girl get lost? In the moment he seen her go into that area where he knew wasn't no come, because they said once you go in, you can't come back unless you push the emergency button. So if it was so dark in there and she could not see her way back out, who's to say that this weirdo didn't watch this girl on them security cameras? Because the cameras work. Apparently we know they work because they seen her going in there. So who's to say that this man didn't watch this girl go all the way in there, so forth and so on, and then cut the fucking camera off and go travel his ass back there too? And he probably came up in that motherfucking back area where she was, and she about thought a motherfucker done found her and came to help her. And this is why the sister didn't understand why her sister's hair was all over her head. Who's to say this weirdo ass security? Because remember, they said they ain't see the security guard no more for the rest of the night. So who's to say that the motherfucking security guard didn't watch this girl on fucking camera and go back, cut the camera off once she entered the area and all that, and that's the end of it. They said they don't see her come back out no more. Okay, who's to say that the security guard did not cut the camera off? Go follow back there where he knew she locked herself in at. Go in there. That girl probably thought that somebody found her and was coming there to help her get out. And when she thought somebody was, he snatched her up and she probably put up a fight. And that man did whatever he fucking scandalously did in that back thing and left that little girl in that freezer and hurry up and turned it on and then turned on the motherfucking cooler, and he wanted her to freeze to death or whatever the fuck. He wanted it to become some type of missing case or something. Because where the fuck the security guard go? That we need them to clear him up. If he was so on duty, we know the security came to the door, y'all. Why we ain't got no inputs from the security guard? We ain't heard nothing about the security guard. We ain't heard shit about this person who has access to these cameras though. So who's to say he didn't cut them cameras off after that girl got lost and went in there and went in behind that little girl and did his dirty ass shit and came back and cut them cameras back on, and that's why they don't never see her come back out from them doors, because he don't went up in there and did some foul ass shit. Straight up. That's every time I think of something or a scenario in this situation, I'm speaking on it, period. Because there's so much different shit that could have happened in the situation. We don't know. So all we can do right now is lay out possibilities of what could have happened. And you know, right now we got to put everybody as fucking suspects, you know. And it's sad to fucking say, you know, we don't, a lot of people, not even just me, a lot of people done came after the friends, done came after managers, done came after these boys. We done came after every motherfucking body. Why? That's because we trying to figure shit out. And the more we figure out and the more answers we get is when we gonna start clearing you motherfuckers up. But meantime, in motherfucking between time, all you motherfuckers is guilty. That whole fucking hotel, including you motherfuckers that rented that night, because I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. Like, real shit. So, meantime and motherfucking between time, we ain't marking nobody off. Because if your friend wandered off like she wandered off, you bitches should have been asking counters and securities and all that shit. Y'all should have been on motherfuckers' heels about that shit. So, and maybe they couldn't ask the security guard because by the time they came looking for their friend, he done cut the fucking camera off and done wandered his ass back there. That's why they couldn't find their friend or security to probably help look for her, because he was already fucking gone and done cut off the camera and done went back there and followed that girl because he knew she locked herself in back there. And he knew that you can't come back from that area while going in, because who else would have known this stuff? You feel me? So we gotta pay attention, y'all. Don't let these people try to give us little bitty closures and shit to shut us up. And just that quick, that man just hopped on there and gave us that bullshit ass article. And just that fast, the mom turned around and said that she ain't approve of none of that shit. Meantime, in between time, you got motherfuckers writing me like, bitch, you thought you knew what you was talking about. Wasn't no foul play. First of all, I never said it was no foul play. Y'all the ones that swear to God that girl was in there hollering, raping, and helped me and all this other stuff. Like, motherfuckers need to kiss my motherfucking ass. Trust me. I'm tuned in correctly. Y'all tuned in trying to find negative results in the situation. I'm not looking for negative shit. I'm looking for answers. I'm not looking for problems. I'm looking for answers. You feel me? My whole reasons in this case is it's totally different than the rest of y'all's. I'm focused. You motherfuckers is just tuned in. I'm focused. I'm paying the fuck attention. I'm paying attention. Straight up. Don't let these people play with us, y'all. Real shit.
She went in, came right back out. She wasn't in there. You can tell she was looking for doors, trying to get back upstairs to the lobby.
Fucking bad and shit.
So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in there and came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path,
and she went to the bathroom and everything. Yeah, what's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open. She came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see, but you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was No one in there.